What's up? What's up? Yo, yo. Hey, what's going down? Yeah, finally made it on town for the first time. Maybe the second, third, or whatever. However, yeah, yeah, buddy. It's going down. Yeah, I'm just letting that fires, man. It's figure I just jump down for a little bit before I lay them and bend some blocks or something. Uh, yeah, just finna slap through this event for a minute. Always be, kind of like come a little late though. Yeah, I don't like to be in no place to be early and shit. You know what I'm saying? I like when people be going home and shit. People always be talking about, man, it was crowded early, but then Carolina Black, what's up? What's up? Hometown, what's going on, baby boy? How you doing? What's been happening on that gram? I ain't been on that gram in a minute. I kind of like peek in every now and then, but haven't been on there in a minute. Pretty much, I need to kind of like communicate with it a little bit because every now and then, sometimes I just kind of like see a lot of people be lined up for, for friend requests and all that there. Sometimes I kind of like skim through it. It be some females and all that old shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, some young dudes. And I don't get a chance to lay there and communicate like that. So some people I fuck with and some people I don't. Okay, the music gang. Okay. Yeah, man, you gotta send me some of your music, man, so I can bump it while I be riding and shit. For sure. What up, Gordon? Frank, what's up, Frank? hmm Yeah, you got, what I'm saying? You need to send me, slap me a track or two so I can bump it, you know what I'm saying? Far as, where I'm riding, that's if it ain't, uh, already released yet. You know what I mean? In other words, if I want it to be already out there, I want it to be, where as if it's to the public. You hear me? Yeah. But if you got it on the gram, then hey, send it to me or something. You hear me? G Frank, what's up, man? Yeah, I know the last time, man, Files, you had made the comment of Files to set the nigga out of Files, if you're a pedophile, you know what I'm saying? Even though I was getting kind of clues and shit, about the nigga was on a picture with me, frequently. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying the nigga was on a picture with me. I mean, I don't take too many pictures with the same people on it, but it was just kind of mysterious. I found that out. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga be claiming all this pimping and shit. I let him be around me, but then, the thing is, what I kind of looked into that the man, you know what I'm saying, anybody that fuck with goddamn minors, you have to register as a sex offender. You know what I'm saying? So that part, I kind of looked up and he had, uh, his jacket was he had to register for a sex offender for life, right? So pretty much, so when I kind of looked at it again, it had non-compliant, which means, if you're non-compliant, that means you haven't been reported, that means you should be in jail. But at the same token, I was kind of looking into it like, did he kind of trade my partner in for that, you know what I'm saying? Because he got bumped, the next month by the feds, and now, goddamn it, oh boy, ain't locked up, So how did you get around on the files? Man, not reporting as a sex offender because you got to have a picture every year, you know? Yeah, but anyhow, yeah, shout out to Carolina Black, shout out to, yeah, Gordon Frank, shout out to, what I'm saying, Files, man, Cheryl in that Brooklyn, Self Sanders, you dig, Cinderoni, you know what I'm saying, Big Will, you dig, Tony Red, Quadrate from that Bay Area, for sure, man, just a host of everybody, you know. I mean, it's just the idea files, man. I was going to these events, so you know, I think I kind of slide on here for a minute, so therefore that's why I kind of set this date to come on. You know, yeah, you know, me myself, man, I don't be trying to lay there, you know, it's not me knocking nobody game when they be begging on the internet and shit like that and time of they giving game. But this young dude, Goldie, he really, really, you know what I'm saying, think he mastered the game because he fucking with Dre, you know. And Dre, goddamn it, files pretty much, you know, kind of like mentoring him, whatever, and he think he's strong. And he just jumped off the porch about a year and a half ago, you know. And then, man, you know, you trying to like, man, you know, you talking to the people that you know on, that you kind of like communicate with reckless and shit, you know, telling them, man, they ain't dropping no super chat, they ain't dropping nothing, then he ain't gonna say nothing, you know, you just go get the book, you know. I'm like, man, who is this young motherfucker talking about, you know what I'm saying, if I was talking to really, you know, because ain't no grown men our age really looking at that shit if I was, you know what I'm saying, if I was communicating and being able to be, you know, talk to like that as far as, you know, to a young motherfucker, goddamn it, Files, man, really, really ain't even goddamn it, Files, you know, dipped his ankle in the game. You did? So, you know, I kind of like, you know, I really don't be watching all that shit. I kind of like skim through it and shit, you know, because him and Bandman Kevo, all them niggas is the same as far as the scam, you know. The last time I was kind of trying to show this dude, right, all them together, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much all these dudes together, so they all try to run plays and shit, you know, to where as if they promote each other and try to, you know, cipher in and suck in people as far as, you know, run the game. This dude here. And then go ahead and get you $50,000 to $250,000 that you can use and leverage within any industry.
You know who it is, gang guy Goldie, the one and only, on a special edition of Don't Hate the Player Learn.
So this him right here, who I was showing last week. Now, I mean, you know, you can't just give nobody your information like that, right? You know, now these dudes think because you wear jewelry, you wear this, some of that shit you don't even know if it's real or not. Really, they probably capping, you know, over capping. But then I figure like this here, why would you want the same jewelry as everybody else? Everybody else wearing the same jewelry. I mean, you don't have to be like everybody else. All you gotta do is be yourself. Get some custom shit that ain't nobody got. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I mean, you don't know what's real and what's fake. So they figure like wearing this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because they like they wearing those suits and shit, right? You know, they like to wear maybe some Gucci shit and all that shit. Man, fuck that. Wear your own shit. You know what I'm saying? If I go get some shit made, man, this some goddamn it Files Deluxe fabric. I don't have to have no Gucci on the motherfucking goddamn it Files, man. It's me, pretty much, you know. And sometimes, man, you know, a person like to get dapper. You know how I go Carolina Black, man, because, you know, I be seeing you on the ground, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, model figure. You did what I'm saying? Files, you flip it and switch it up, you know what I'm saying? And do what you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Files, a lot of us, you know, can get sporty, get suited, get booted, you know what I'm saying? But these dudes don't know what it's like to even put on a motherfucking suit. I mean, Files, the character, you know? They like to wear these motherfucking jeans and shit, which all that's cool. I wear the same shit too. But this is all they wear. They figure if you wear a Gucci shirt, Louis Vuitton shirt, man, but they, man, they and they hanging with each other like, you know, with no chicks. You get what I'm saying? Dudes, you know? I mean, trying to run game and scams and shit and begging for super chats. I don't beg for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even though YouTube influence you to do that, like, man, you know, super chats or this or that. I don't fuck with none of that shit. Period. You know? I don't fuck with none of that shit. Hey, G Frank, you saying sagging? They more than sagging. Them motherfuckers dragging. You know what I'm saying? Pants goddamn be dragging, goddamn it, files, you know, to the bottom of their motherfucking shoe. You understand? And goddamn it, asshole out. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out to my girl Beria, always hooking me up. You did what I'm saying for sure. You know? You know? Hey man, you did. It's like this here. Sometimes you know you got to have you know, certain ways of kind of like dressing because, you know, you want to be able to be around certain people. You know, you just can't go in a room, goddamn it, motherfucker, suit and ties and bow ties. And then, you know, you walking around, goddamn it, Files, man, with gym shoes and a suit on. But then these motherfuckers got suits and ties on and shit. But then you walk around with a big ass chain and shit. It's some of that shit you don't wear around people, you know? they feel if you wear that, then therefore it shows your validity as far as, you know what I'm saying, that you solid, man, you know what I'm saying, and this, that, and other, man, you know. No. Even though Pimp Ken said they be tucking their jewelry files when they're around, when they see gangsters, they tuck their jewelry, you know? Yeah, so give you some insight on Goldie.
Right now with no money, he got a girlfriend that loves his dirty drawers and do everything with him. Man, when I was younger, man, I didn't have no money, man. I have a bitch come with me. We'll drive to the beach, have to sleep in my motherfucking hatchback car because we couldn't afford a fucking hotel. Hotels back then was like $100. No complaints. Happy to be with me. Do anything for me. Any activity that I was doing that I wasn't supposed to do, she was riding down with me about it. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that you can't catch these because you ain't catching them. You ain't catching them because you ain't outside. You ain't look for who look for you. Side note. But when you have a woman like that, there was nothing that these women would not do for me. I used to say it all the time, and no bullshit. I wanted that bitch to smoke crack, she would do it. I have women fuck with me. Whatever I want her to do, she'll do it. Fuck her whole life up for me. But with great power comes great responsibility, so I would never do that. Everything I tell her to do, I'm going to encourage her to do the best thing possible. And I treat what I tell her like what I would tell myself. Because if she get... Now, I'm just saying, that's the type of woman you want, but you don't put her in a...
He said he could fuck a bitch whole life up and have her to smoke crack and all that there, you know what I'm saying? Man, so let me tell you something. You had to sleep in your hatchback, you know, because you ain't have $100 then. You ain't have no hustle. You know what I'm saying? You really didn't have no hustle, man. You know, I mean, you was staying with your mama and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you just mentioned her in the video like you just bought her a hatchback or something, Mitsubishi or something, you know. But
everybody got that jealousy in their heart, you know what I'm saying? If you can't acknowledge it and then deal with it, then you're gonna be through it unconsciously. You know, and a lot of times an older dude will take advantage of a younger dude just because they know they can. So I mean, it is what it is. That's why. It is what it is. That's why you got to be vigilant, and that's why fathers got to be in their kids' life because you know the only person who's not going to do that is your father. You know, because your father, you a piece of him, so he wants you to be better than him. So that's why when you leave your kids out here to be raising themselves and looking for wisdom in other men that are related to them, you're leaving them open to get taken advantage of.
Just like you, right? Taking advantage of these youngsters, right? Talking about some game, right?
Sure, everybody got that jealousy in it.
So what he doing is the same thing. He getting the motherfucker, you know, he getting motherfucker misguidance. You know what I'm saying? So when they put on these chains, goddamn, and these bullshit rings and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then be like, goddamn it, Files, man, look at me, man, I can do this here, Files, and man, get with me. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, they preying on the younger ones, and then trying to charge them, goddamn it, as if they some pimps, goddamn it, charging motherfucking prostitute, right? And saying, goddamn it, you got to pay for this class, you got to pay for that. But I'm gonna go to show you, Files, man, the books that I told you that he goddamn it read, he not reading, that he listened to audios, you know, and he abstracting the information from that and relating it to the audience, you know, because I don't call them no fans, they the audience, I guess, you know what I'm saying, File, whatever it is to him, but he called them goddamn mentees, whatever, you know. He feeding it to them as if, you know what I'm saying, Files, he have developed that within the circuit of his, you know, understanding, you know what I'm saying? Like as if he was kind of like, man, you know, created this here, you know what I'm saying, within himself, and he delivering it to them, you know what I'm saying, and it sound good to them, you know, but no, it's not like that.
But then it's another bitch that, hey, what you say? Some bitches is your bitch, and some bitches you just fuck with. You gotta know the difference. Like, on this bitch be doing some weird stuff sometimes, ain't really proved herself. I ain't investing with that bitch. Why would I do that? Put myself in a trick bag like that. Just know who you got and act accordingly. How do you test a female? Y'all asked me that question so many times. Just get my Game God bundle. Matter of fact, I'm gonna compile every test that I have for a woman throughout my entire bundle and all of these lives, and I'm gonna put it in its own course. If y'all want that, let me know. Because I'm trying to fuck with me. I'ma just, when she asks me, where your girls at? I say this shit all the time. Where your girlfriend at? Where your girls at? Or whatever. I'll be like, it's always some women around me. Even if I ain't had no bitch at the time. It goes back to the game, right? say you just jump in the game, get your first bitch. It's just you and her. You going here, you going there, you going there. My mentor would say, hey man, you can't be sleeping in the bed with that bitch every night. No, you can't. You can't be around abroad every night, because if you're expecting 2, 3, 4, 5 different women, it ain't gonna work. Because even though she know what it is, she not seeing it, and you're not acting like it. You're acting like it's just going to be you and her forever. So you're training her for something that's not going to be, so it's going to feel like a loss. So no, you can't be laid up in the same bed with that broad every day. You can't be going past by the room every single night, because you have to make it seem like it will be when you get that next one. And what you're going to do is you're going to ruin her, because even though she going to say she with it, she don't see it. So then it's going to be a thing when she finally do see it. You feel where I'm going with this? So, but then it's another bitch that, hey, what you say? Some bitches.
There you go. Everybody ain't with that shit. You know what I'm saying? What is you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? Is you trying to is you trying to you know what I'm saying, deliver a course on pimping, pandering, polygamy, or what? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't want no 4-5 bitches and 4-5s, because that's goddamn it, so many personalities. You get what I'm saying? Now people may lay there and shuffle some females, whatever, but at the same token, man, nigga, your baby mama, you know what I'm saying, got you stuff. Hey, he ain't got a clue, man, about the game. And then man, let's see it, man. You should, man, the way he be talking to the people that be on his page, man, he be talking reckless, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, send a super chat. You ain't send me nothing, so you ain't getting no game. I ain't answering that. Go get the book. He getting that shit from Dre. Dre got that venom shit in him. You know what I'm saying? Because his girl that gave him that motherfucking kidney, right? So he got them if I was feeling some type of way, goddamn it, because he be shaking his head and making motions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a goddamn it been back on his ass too, but at the same token, like I said, man, he got this brother, man, all hemmed up, man, as if, man, man, 4-5 bitches, a bitch here, man. Everybody don't want to live that life. Sometimes a person just want to settle down and have, you know what I'm saying, one person. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got a side chick, that's something different, but you ain't trying to orchestrate no team of females and then, live that life. So he trying to persuade these young boys to do this shit, and then they probably try to develop some other shit and go into some pimping and get their ass 35 or 40 years just for some bullshit. Straight up.
Y'all need to get a burning desire. Y'all need to want more. And y'all, why the fuck do you do yourself like that? You can have whatever you want in this life, but you don't even try, because you pick things that you think you can get. And whatever you think you can get, and you can get whatever you want to get. And that's where it starts with. It starts with desire. I ain't gonna get it too deep into it, because then I'm gonna start telling you things I tell my mentees, but it starts with desire. Desire is the starting point of all accomplishment. Napoleon Hill said that shit. Andrew Carnegie said that shit. That's where it starts with. It starts with desire. I ain't gonna get it too deep into it, because then I'm gonna start telling you things I tell my mentees, but it starts with desire. Desire is the starting point of all accomplishment. Napoleon Hill said that shit. Andrew Carnegie said that shit. He was the richest man.
See, same thing I was telling you. Same thing Dre do. Napoleon Hill, goddamn it, you go on YouTube, and, you know what I'm saying? The white man got a lot of skillful knowledge, you know what I'm saying? You did, as well as, you know what I'm saying? He got a whole list of audio books, you know what I'm saying? He claiming that he read these motherfuckers. Man, goddamn it, Files, man, sometimes I just turn this shit on, man, and sit back, man, and listen, you know what I'm saying? But I don't kind of like, take from that and then try to reveal to the public like as if, you know what I'm saying, man, I created this shit like I have some type of, volume of intelligence, you know what I'm saying? Files, man, me, myself, goddamn it, Files, man, it is what it is. You can tell when motherfuckers script shit, you know what I'm saying, and Carnegie, what he talking about, it's the same thing. These white motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying, they rich, but they dead now. You know what I'm saying? They got plenty of knowledge, man. So they claim like I've been reading these books and I invested, you know what I'm saying, 300,000 in books, you know what I mean? Stop it. You can go right on the motherfucker in there, Napoleon Hill, and he got all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying, files, to really kind of like tell you in which, he revealing to his audience, goddamn it, files. So therefore, man, you know, and they paying for it. They paying for it. But anyway, like I said, me myself, man, I don't get on here and try to talk about no pimping, no talk about this, no that. You know what I'm saying? Because they auditing motherfuckers on here. See, that's what these niggas fail to realize. You trying to show these motherfuckers, Goldie, he okay. You go to Florida. Florida got Rolls Royces up the ass. You know what I'm saying? Some goddamn it files, man. Savage motherfucking cars. You know what I'm saying? As well as goddamn, they got all kind of Rolls Royces now. Why would a motherfucker buy a Rolls Royce and then put a $3,000 wrap on it? You know what I'm saying? If you got money like that, go get it painted gold. Go get it painted gold because all the motherfucker got to do is goddamn it come slice that motherfucking wrap. Then what? They got to rewrap, right? So apparently, goddamn it, Files, he got a used salvage car or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because in no way, man, a real motherfucker gonna go goddamn it, Files, man, and buy Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? And get it a wrap, some paper put on the motherfucker. Just don't make no motherfucking sense. John Williams, what's sound went away? My audio, man, you know, is it back now? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes they come fuck with me over here, you know what I'm saying? When they see a motherfucker on here, man, yeah, they be, yeah. But anyhow, like I said, they be laying there, man, acting like they got them files, man, cause they get a couple of people like Johnny Cash and they get like Gorgeous Dre, whatever. But let them go get the Don Magic Wand. Let's see, can you go get the Don Magic motherfucking wand? You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? Because he costs too much, right? Because goddamn it, files, man, he gonna charge up the ass. You know what I'm saying? Because goddamn it, he only charge goddamn it certain motherfuckers. You did, but at the same token, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Johnny Cash, all of them, they cool. They may give you whatever information they gave will work for them. But at the same token, man, listen here, man. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. They get people getting audited on this motherfucker. What they really don't know. You know what I'm saying? They just let you talk and run your mouth and all that old shit, man. When them people got them to send you some mail in your motherfucking mailbox or just show up at your door, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be start confiscating shit and then you gonna be like, oh, this wasn't real. Oh, that wasn't real. This jury ain't real. You know what I'm saying? But motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You out here trying to influence motherfuckers, goddamn it, files, man, to man, time I get 4, 5 bitches and all that. If that's all our women is bitches. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can understand that if a person has done something, then you say, man, this bitch has done this, right? That's just one person. But to generalize motherfuckers like that, um, do you do you say that about your mammy? Do you say that about your sister? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a time and a place, man. If Dre and them taught you something, they should taught you to grow up, but they don't know shit. They don't know shit, man. You got to be able to lay that, man, goddamn it, files, man, and man, respect these girls, man, nowadays. Other than that, this how you want them to do your daughter and shit? Man, these niggas suckers always trying to lay there, man, and beg. They super chat. This, man, I don't beg for nothing. I don't grind on this motherfucker every day. Man, even though people make money off this shit, you know what I'm saying? And the few dollars that they do send, you know what I'm saying? I got them files, man, ain't even looked at that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's still got them in the holding thing because I haven't linked no bank account, You have to link a bank account, you know. But I do a lot of copyright. In other words, you know what I'm saying? I hear me. I play music and shit. They call it copyright. That's a copyright. It ain't no strike the way as if it's gonna you know what I'm saying affect me. They just you get no revenue for it. but I didn't push for no revenue for it, you know. And all I'm saying, man, all these dudes, man, be talking about this game and this pimping, man. There's so much other shit going on around here, like in Chicago, man. These motherfuckers talking that motherfucker shit like about Donald Trump and all that shit, man. Uh, Man, the man want to send the National Guard. That's his business, you know what I'm saying? But you got a couple young dudes talking about this Chicago, man, and man, goddamn it, Files, man, he don't know who you fucking with, man. Nigga, we don't play that shit. But man, I'm saying these young niggas sit your ass down, man, because therefore, man, you have no motherfucking power, goddamn it, against whatever this man trying to do, you know? Uh, it's just the idea like last week as a chick had shot a chick, you know what I'm saying? They had a fight or some shit. You know, she dropped her kid off. Y'all probably seen on the news. She dropped her daughter, she dropped her son off at school. And then the chick that got the fight, you know what I'm saying? And her boyfriend was out there, whatever. He got a baby about both of them. Then the chick shot the broad in the face. Chick didn't run nowhere. They hold her for like 2 days and let her out. Family mad like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Because they let her go, you know what I'm saying? But however they see that, they pull the footage, pull the cameras, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They let the chick out, you know? But it's a lot of shit going on, as well as goddamn it, these dudes that got these podcasters and shit, you know what I'm saying, going around here like this motherfucker named Risky or whatever, you know what I'm saying, as well as a few other people. They going around here filming these young dudes, 12, 13, 14, got big guns and drums and shit, you know what I'm saying? And man, don't know, goddamn it, five. These motherfuckers gonna get paid on y'all while they putting y'all on YouTube and y'all going to jail. You know, pretty much. They don't understand that there. And no, the motherfuckers who doing it, they around Chicago, they some fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? I said it, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't have time to put up the video to show y'all how these young motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? It's about 20 of them out. 20 on 15 of them got guns, big guns. You know, it don't make no sense, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just kind of like chill and do me, you know what I'm saying, and keep it moving, really, man. You know, this internet shit, you know what I'm saying? All these scam motherfuckers and motherfuckers trying to get you information. And, you know, if a motherfucker be on here every motherfucking day, that means, goddamn it, files, man, I don't know. I don't be on here every day. You know, this shit is pathetic, man. Yeah, but I want him to get the Don Magic Wine on his show and see. Let me see, can he get that? You know what I'm saying? But pretty much he can't. You know? Mm. Yeah, what's up out there? You know, I mean, like I said, I just come on here for a minute because I'm going to this slash party slash event. The Anderson, what's cracking? Did see the Pimp Wars in Seattle? No, I ain't see it, man. I gotta turn. I gotta chill. What's the name of it? It's called. That's what it's called. Pimp Wars or something like that. Yeah, I gotta check it out, man. Seattle look like, man, they turning up over there, man. That's where that dude got that 35 years at, man. The motherfucker all on goddamn bragging on famous Dex. Famous Dex. What's up with the Dexter? What's up? Oh, it's on the news. Today's news. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. What's up, famous? What's up, famous Dex? What's going on? How you doing? Good to hear from you. Good to see you. Hey, man. Hey, man. Check this out. You know, me myself. You know, I'm just trying to lay there files. You know, see this YouTube. You did, like I said, I don't do it for the money or be grinding and like these motherfuckers telling lies or trying to like, man, or you know, been chilling. That's cool, man. You know, yeah, man. Hang on in there, Jack. Or be trying to front or show a motherfucker something. You know, I ain't getting on here trying to show a motherfucker, impress a motherfucker, man, and end up goddamn it, files, man. You know, a motherfucker go goddamn it be in prison and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, motherfucker be in prison, goddamn motherfucker be at your door because, man, these motherfuckers know where you live at, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't think these motherfuckers, they got something in the sky, goddamn it, that'll track your ass, goddamn it, files, man, as you roll on this motherfucking highway, man. Bullshit ain't nothing. It's these young brothers, you know, I know y'all probably seen on the news, man. You know, cause lately they been hitting the Louis Vuitton stores and these high-end stores in broad daylight, right? They hit the Rolex store you did last week. right? You know what I'm saying? But instead of them jumping out of that truck and then getting in another truck, they have the same truck, goddamn it, and get away in it, and then the motherfucking helicopter follow their ass. You know what I'm saying? And caught their ass. They threw a one Rolex out the window. And they got about four of them from them. Now, goddamn it, going to jail. A couple of days ago, young brothers, they hit the motherfucking Louis Vuitton store downtown Chicago. Motherfucker ran the truck up in there, right? So they ran the truck up in there. Then, goddamn it, they jumped in two other cars to get away. You know what I'm saying? But they hit one guy, goddamn it, one guy got hit and got killed. Now all of them got that murder. All of them got that murder. They caught all of them, all seven of them. Even though two of them was in another car. But the fact is, all of them got that murder. It just go to show you, man, how black youngsters, man, is crashing out, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't know, goddamn it, far as man, the shit can turn out bad for their ears. All of them got a murder just because one guy got died in a car accident. The other guys got away in it, but the other guy was in the other car. Even though they was in the other car, they still charging all the seven of them with the murder. You know what I'm saying? I know they got, man, that's fucked up, you know? That's fucked up, man. Mm. Like I tell people, man, them youngsters, man, them still our kids in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Even though they doing some shit, you know? Yeah, Dan, it's all the opportunities out there. But you know, the thing about a lot of these young dudes, I mean, these older dudes around here talking about unity in Chicago and all this shit, man. I get that. Yeah, it's a lot of crazy shit going on, man. Especially up here, man. You know. And here it is, goddamn it, files these motherfucker mad because ICE here, ICE stay in the suburbs, right? You know what I'm saying? Chicago. And these motherfuckers still flagging flags around here because it's Mexican goddamn celebration or something around here. But if you like Mexico that bad, goddamn it, don't go back there. Fuck you letting that flag in the flag for, you know what I mean? Goddamn it, Files, man, this shit is pathetic, man, you know? So I don't understand, Files, man. I guess they're gonna try to come back when Trump gone. I guess I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, man. But man, it's like these motherfucking Mexicans, man. They opened up motherfucking tequila shops, tire shops around here, man. They buying up property and shit. They doing all kind of shit, man. I don't know where they getting this money from, but yet, goddamn, when we get goddamn 10, 20 motherfucking thousand, they want a motherfucker report it. You know what I'm saying? They want a motherfucker report, you know, anything over 10, you know. But like I said, yeah, the mayor he fucked up, but you know, uh, that's Chicago mayor, right? Even though I'm in the suburbs, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we got different mayor out here, but you know, he all right because it's a small ass town. Hmm. What's up, Mr. Allen? Yeah, he in the small ass town. I'm in the small ass town, you know. But Chicago, you know, it's really the same, you know, close proximity, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, because, you know, some things you have to go to Chicago and do, like business license and shit, to pay water bill and shit, you got to go to Chicago and do all that shit. See, Chicago is like headquarters, you know what I'm saying, even though the suburbs is the surrounding areas, but it's attached to Chicago where there's certain things, you know, that you have to go there for, even though if you want to lay there files in like a title change and all that shit, you have to go to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Even though you live in the suburbs, you got to go to Chicago for that. You know, it's just a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's you know Chicago be connected to. You know, uh, yeah. But anyhow, man, you know what's going on, man. I see everybody out there. You did. I'm saying fresh. You know what I'm saying alive. You did. Yes, you know, but YouTube, they be watching me and shit. Cause last time I tried to load my motherfucking video was choppy and then it had a lock on it. Had a lock next to it, like, you know, as if it ain't gonna be released, you know. It's just a bunch of bullshit with this here, you know. I just was just be on here and I just like to kind of like communicate and kick it, man, and see what's what, you know, and man, instead of being on here every day, man, I don't be talking about I got all kind of stories. I got stories about where I come from and this, that, and another, you know, because I be looking at when these motherfuckers be protesting these Mexicans and all that there, why they want to get the water hose and put on their ass like they done to us in the 60s? They put water hose on our families and shit, man. You know, and the dogs. And goddamn, I was gonna pull the footage to show y'all where the mayor of Chicago, goddamn it, files. He had a goddamn it files, man. Man, you know, a shoot to kill, goddamn it, order, man. Motherfucker had a shoot to kill, goddamn it, files, man. You know, if a motherfucker burned a store, whatever, man, shoot to kill when the National Guard was here. The National Guard was here in the 60s, you know. Sam Clark, what's up? Yeah, man. You know, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I be telling people, man, everybody, man, be talking about this motherfucker. Ain't no motherfucker racist or nothing like that. Where was it, goddamn it, when it was a black against white? Because, you know, in some parts of Chicago, you couldn't even go. You had to be out of there at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? In some parts of Chicago. Yeah, for sure, man. You know, I like, man, where was they, goddamn it, where, you know, see, they had the washroom, it said color, it said white, which means it didn't say Chinese, it didn't say Mexican, it didn't say none of that. So it was just black against the white. You know what I'm saying? Now, goddamn it, fire, we fought for what we fought for. Then the coast is clear. Now everybody want to come over here and talk about goddamn it, this was built off immigrants. No. These white folks was lynching motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Burning motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And goddamn it, passing out flyers and shit, and the sheriff wasn't doing nothing. So you motherfuckers wouldn't have went in the white goddamn it files man washroom. Yeah, we probably let y'all in there. And we might not have done nothing because you know that's how it is at that time. But now, goddamn it files, you motherfuckers wouldn't have sat in the front of the bus. But now, goddamn it, you motherfuckers want to goddamn it come over here, goddamn it, and claim some shit, man. Goddamn it, files, man. Listen here, man. If anything, this our shit. You know what I'm saying? It's our shit. We able to lynching motherfuckers in Mississippi and all them motherfucking places, man. Them motherfuckers got them about scared for sure to lay there and come over here. You know, the Indians, the Arabs, and everything, man. These motherfucking Arabs over here, all these smoke shops, man. Yeah, I see smoke shops every motherfucker where. Smoke shops, vape shops everywhere. They selling counterfeit shit, counterfeit everything. They just raided a vape shop in the suburbs of Chicago. The motherfucker had a warehouse, goddamn the biggest motherfucking Amazon full of shit. Man, they shut they man, US Custom shut that down. They trying to ban all this vape shit. You know, they selling this shit, goddamn it, to our motherfucking kids, man. You know, but yet these niggas, goddamn it, scared to go around, goddamn it, and tax these motherfuckers. Go to every motherfucking store, every motherfucking goddamn it, files, man, nail shop that's foreigners and say, hey, listen here, we collect the money, you know what I'm saying, files for our kids to try to develop a program, you know what I'm saying, and we want you to donate, you know what I'm saying, that files twice a month, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, you know, anything over $100, straight like that, you know. Go to every motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, files, man, you know, and you ain't got to threaten them because, you know what I'm saying, man, all you got to do is keep it silent because that's just like how Al Capone them used to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, pretty much, man, if a motherfucker didn't pay, goddamn it, then you already know. You know what I'm saying? That place ain't going to be there. It ain't going to be there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's a time and a place for shit. So these motherfuckers fighting over blocks and shit around here. But motherfucker, okay, if this your block you selling weed on, that's your block up the street, nigga. Go tell them motherfuckers, goddamn it, they gotta pay. Let's see. You know, 45th of St. Lawrence. Yeah, 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 Sam, yeah, man. Or your dad used to tell you these stories. Yeah, I grew up in 5201 Robert Taylor, man. You know, I grew up in Robert Taylor, man. You know what I'm saying? And they was brand new in 1962. You know what I'm saying? Even though my family, you know, I got like, you know what I'm saying, now brothers, I mean, six brothers and three sisters, but we lived on the west side before we even came out south. But then, you know, my people from the south, you know, and we moved in the projects, you know, but then when it got bad 10 years later, my mama moved us up out of there because they see where it was getting bad, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, you know. And therefore, you know, I mean, it was just, you know what I'm saying, different. So they had to tear them motherfuckers down. But New York got mostly all their projects. New York got mostly all their projects. They ain't tearing nothing down. You know what I'm saying? Shit, them motherfuckers still hustling and selling crack and all of those shit over there, man. Um, My thing is like this here, when you know better, you do better. When I was in the game slanging and shit, you know what I'm saying? As I look back now, I wouldn't sell that shit to my people, you know what I'm saying? At no motherfucking time, even just to try to make money, you know, pretty much, you know. I mean, you know, I'm older now, I'm 63, so, you know, I done been around like 73. Man, come on, man. Those Jerry Clark is my homeboy, man. Man, Jerry's my nigga. I got pictures of Jerry, man. Me and Jerry, I got a lot of pictures of Jerry, man. You know, his sister, man. You know what I'm saying? His sisters, two sisters, you know what I'm saying? Jerry, yeah, that's my homeboy, man. He passed, man. Me and man, that was my nigga. He was a cold stepper too. Stayed over there on 99th Street. Yeah, man. Man, yeah, man. I got pictures of him, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, man, yeah, man. This man, shit, you know. I got another phone, but then I ain't got it with me for us to know the number and shit, right? But if you send me you know what I'm saying, through my comments or email, then we can connect, you know. Yeah, Jerry Cloud, that's my homeboy, man. Yeah, before he passed, man. Yeah, yeah, man, it was fucked up. Jerry Cloud, we go way back in the 70s, man. Yeah, I got pictures of Jerry, me and Jerry, you know. Yeah, he was a cold motherfucking stepper. He used to hang with my man Dirt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, shit, yeah, Dirt. You know what I'm saying? All the players and shit, man. Yeah, man. Uh, it's just the idea, files, man. Just a lot of shit that's going on in this world, goddamn it, files, man. You know, turned upside down. Sometimes I be watching goddamn it, files, man. You know, my spare time, I watch the the Holocaust and shit, where the motherfucker, the Jews, man, them motherfuckers. Now all them motherfuckers, I don't see why in the fuck they didn't fight back. Y'all let Hitler arrest all y'all and put y'all in gas chambers and shit, man. It was enough of y'all to fight back like a charge. Them motherfuckers like 300. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that movie, 300. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jerry Clark, that's my buddy, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know, we go way back, man. We go way back, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know, I mean, yeah, when I heard he passed, I was like, damn, you know? Cause you know, I mean, I think he was in a car accident where he was on a cane and shit, you know? And he was fucking around, you know what I'm saying? One of my guys named Face, his sister over in Jeffrey Manor. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. But anyhow, yeah, so I be watching that. I be like, damn, these motherfuckers was starving. These motherfuckers, goddamn it, files, man. But yeah, goddamn it, what happened was America gave all them Jews, goddamn it, reparation, gave them their parents shit back, but they ain't give us nothing. Motherfucking give us a motherfucking thing, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much, you know. But yeah, goddamn it, files, man, got all them motherfuckers, goddamn them Jews, man, and man, they was slaughtering them motherfuckers, man. They told them motherfuckers, come on, take a shower. And man, they turned on the gas on their motherfucking ass. Man, they was making their motherfucking ass dig their own graves and ditches and shit. And I was like, shit, man. Man, you know what I'm saying? Man, fuck all that shit, man. You know. So a person don't realize it take a strong president to really hold this country down. Motherfucker talk that shit about Trump. You get what I'm saying? But I didn't vote for him. But then the man, goddamn it, fine, say what he say and do what he do. Because if North Korea and goddamn it, China and Russia get together, man, they'll try to take over this motherfucking country, man. Mm, we'll be just like them Jews, but crazy as we is, you know what I'm saying? We ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? But the other motherfuckers may go for it and shit, you know? Shit, man. Listen, man. It's just a lot of shit, man, that I just, you know, I don't come over here advertising, trying to showboat and shit, and goddamn it, say I got this and got that, or showing this, whatever I got, you know, those who be around me, they see. I ain't finna let that files be showboating, you know, for a motherfucker to come rob me, for a motherfucker to do a home invasion on me. It could be a motherfucker down the street looking, you know what I'm saying? But at the same token, I ain't finna do all this shit for the IRS, for a motherfucker to come audit me, for a motherfucker to come investigate me. Goddamn it, none of that shit, man. Because this is what a person fail to realize. What you say on this motherfucker, what you show on this motherfucker, what you talk about, it'll come bite you in your motherfucking ass, man. You know, apparently people ain't thinking. This the closest to TV they gonna get. You did, motherfuckers. They thinking they celebrities. You hear these motherfuckers telling me, man, we celebrities, child and white celebrities, man. If you ain't got on Jimmy Kendall, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That's the basic show, Jimmy Kendall, you know what I'm saying? You are not no motherfucking celebrity. You're a celebrity for YouTube because your page can get took like that. Like that. And then you got to build another page, you know. The way they got there, Charles and White, all them crashing out, talking about this and talking about that, man. I don't get off into all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't get off into all that shit. Chef Sanders, what's going on, man? Chef Boy D, what's up? You did yesterday, yeah, man. You know, you had to cook up with the fiddles, huh, man? hmm Yeah, man. Hey, so YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I mean, anybody can get a page. See, with me, they be on me, you know what I'm saying? And they don't like to put my videos here and there. What's up? What's up, Chaz Love? What's up? What's up? Frosty, look sexy. What's going on? What's happening? You had some, you had the pork steaks, huh? Yeah. Look sexy. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's up, Frosty? Y'all over there in that motherfucking Seattle, huh? Yeah. Yeah, man. May have to take it from the top, man. You did, because out of that, man, I'm almost on my way out the door, man, because I'm going to this event. You heard? But what I'm saying is anybody can make a page. See, they be on me, right? Because you know, they see how I come out the gate and shit. And people be goddamn fires, man. You know, when I start fuck with Kiko and shit, and then, you know, man, they see how I was blowing up and shit. And then goddamn I kind of fell back a little bit, man, because they was like, man, you know, I didn't know how to navigate this shit, right? And they was like copyright, 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 all of those shit, right? I ain't even see it, man. I ain't even see the fight, man. I heard about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Who was it, G? You know how I be watching on the fight, man? That young girl Clarissa, she a bad motherfucker, man. That motherfucker, bad motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, her Muhammad Ali's daughter, they supposed to kind of go at it, you know? They supposed to, man. Muhammad Ali's daughter told her bring 15 million. Clarissa said, goddamn, we got it, nigga. Let's go. You know? And that's a bad motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That young girl, bad motherfucker, you know. Now she pregnant now, so I don't know how the fight gonna go, or she gonna fight. Yeah, never wait till pregnancy over with or whatever, you know. Yeah, Frosto, I called you the other one day, the other day, man. You know, for sure. But anyhow, back to the YouTube page. Anybody can get a YouTube page, man. See, they be on me, and they make a lot of money off this motherfucker. You make goddamn it from anywhere from 3 to 10 or 15 depends. You know what I'm saying? See, my thing is like this here. I can blow this shit up. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is connect with Facebook. I don't have Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I don't be on Instagram a lot. All I gotta do is connect with Facebook, and they connect with their friends, and I connect with their friends. They got 5,000 friends. I connect with their 5,000. See, that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You connect with everybody, you know what I'm saying, who got them a big followers, and you can got them to connect with motherfuckers got over 100,000 followers. Okay. All you gotta do, oh, oh, you saw it in Detroit? Yeah, man, it was a badass fight, man. I wish I'd have known how to bet on it and shit. So once you connect like that, you know what I'm saying, then you could just talk about your daily life. You know, just like how Carolina Black, how you be, you know what I'm saying, doing your music, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, shit, this shit here, man, before you know it, man, goddamn it, man. First you gotta have at least 1,000 followers, and then which it ain't shit to get, and then goddamn it files, man, you know, 4,000 watch hours. Then you just go from there, get monetized, whatever, you know. But a lot of people like to drop every day. You know, sometimes they drop twice a week or 4 times a week, you know what I'm saying? But they be every day, you know. And man, it's just people talk about simplistic shit. It's a dude talk about food around here. He go to different restaurants. Oh, this food here, good. This food here, I'm going over here. I'm going over here. And motherfuckers be doing all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Even got them in files, man. You know, so they pay like they weigh though now. You know what I'm saying? because they be talking this shit about no guns and shit. These young niggas have guns, they have this, they have that, man. And they be playing all this crazy ass music and they be goddamn as far as man and motherfuckers who be going in their hoods and shit and filming their ass, man. These fuck ass niggas going in their hoods and filming and young boys be like, yeah, we over here on 59th and Loomis. Yeah, nigga come over here. He gonna die, man. He gonna die if we come over here. Especially, nigga, this, man, you're saying this on a video. You catch a case, man, they're gonna play this shit for all of the jurors, goddamn, and they gonna figure you a menace to society. These young brothers don't know, and they kind of lost with this shit, man. And it's kind of fucked up, man. The older niggas around here act like they got them doing something. They ain't doing shit. You ain't going in the hood. You ain't talking to them like, man, as if they your kids, man. Whether they listen or not, at least you did talk to them. Man, these brothers, goddamn it, they getting government, goddamn it, checks, you know what I'm saying, and walking around with these motherfucking orange vests on and shit in different hoods and marching and shit, but they ain't doing shit. Ain't doing a motherfucking thing. Talking about, man, goddamn it, fires, man, some whatever the fuck they call themselves, man. They ain't doing shit. Not a motherfucking thing. You know, the government, goddamn it, the mayor, they don't want to solve the crime, or, in other words, want the National Guard to come in because they want to still get that funding. You know what I'm saying? They want to still get that government funding and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if they goddamn it clean up the crime, then they won't have to have no government funding. See what I'm saying? So yeah, to be a street czar, huh? Yeah, I seen that, man. But then they found out, goddamn it, files, man. One thing I failed to realize, one thing I just realized, Gordon Franks, check this out. You know, just like I was saying by one of my guys, right? Now, that nigga Dre, right? Gorgeous Dre, right? He went to jail for goddamn it, files, fuck with a minor and shit, right? But don't he suppose he register as a sex offender, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much because that's how it go. You know, that's how it go. I don't know if he off of it now or whatever, but that's what you do. You register as a sex offender if you're fucking with a minor. Yeah. He was telling, man, motherfuckers always talk about my past. They don't forgive a nigga, they always, then he called me a dinosaur. He like, yeah, nigga, but you nigga, you use a mark, man. Use a mark, nigga. Goddamn it, Foz. I'm like, man, I wish you would have said that shit before you came to Chicago when you came to Magic One Party, nigga. You'd have been running up the street, goddamn it, naked, nigga, around this motherfucker, nigga. You know what I'm saying, Father? I'd have made show. You did? Yeah. Be acting like a real motherfucking bitch, man. You know what I'm saying, Files, man? And I don't like to call me in that, pretty much unless I see them in their motherfucking face. You know what I'm saying? Like I be telling these niggas around here, man, these niggas good actors, man. Regardless, goddamn it, Files, how you may feel about me, nigga, when you see me, nigga, you salute like goddamn it, Files, man. You goddamn it, Files, salute to the motherfucking American flag. Depending on when it happened, but they still have to, what I'm saying, register as a sex offender because the nigga that I'm talking about, right now, I let him be with me. He on pictures with me and videos and shit. He's supposed to be registered as a sex offender for life. He done 18 years. Deion Thompson, what's up? What's up? What's going on, man? What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? World champion of Deion Thompson, man. Hey, man, that's one of the number one champions in the world. You heard? Goddamn it, Files, man, know that motherfucker jujitsu. Goddamn it, got the motherfucker school going, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, when you come back this way, man, back over Midwest, man, let me know, for sure. I'll be seeing you on the gram, man. Oh, it's retroactive? I don't know. Well, that's why I just realized that's how I dug up my homeboy. I say, damn, you know what I'm saying? Let me go see it. He got to be a registered sex offender. Soon I put his name in, his picture popped up. But yeah, he wrote a book and talking his pimp shit. But then I'm like, oh no. Yeah, Deion Thompson, yeah, man. Hey man, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I'm like a motherfucking reflector, man. You understand? Goddamn it, Files, man. Hey man, I like click in and goddamn it, click out, man. I don't make no motherfucking noise, man. I ain't out here perpetrating, man, like these motherfucking niggas perpetrating the fraud, man. They goddamn it, it's the closest to TV they gonna get, man. They be on this shit every motherfucking day, man. You know what I'm saying? Lying, goddamn it, files, man, and a whole bunch of shit, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, when you come back over this way, let me know, Dion, man, for sure. Yeah, I'll be seeing you on the gram, man. I'll be, throwing a, what I'm saying, a shout out to you and shit. Yeah, yeah, man. I like what you're doing, man, because you be teaching the kids, man, as well too. Man, I mean, hey, man, I see your ground game is good, man. You understand, and the whole motherfucking nine, Jack likes that, you know. Wish they had some shit around here for the kids, man. These all they got is guns for them. And I think these Arabs is supplying guns to our kids and shit. Because these Arabs, a couple of them got busted selling weed and shit. They were selling weed. They had pounds and pounds of motherfucking weed in the back. Shit is crazy. Yeah, man. So, I don't got my phone, you dig, with me to know the number and shit, cause I had a new phone. I got another phone on that, man. I would like to shout at some of y'all, man. I mean, just to say what's up, man. That, hey, man, I'm gonna be rolling on these niggas, man. I'm back on these so-called pimp niggas, man. My next, I'm gonna be back on that nigga Dre, goddamn it, for sure. I gotta see what he on, pretty much, man. You did, because other than that, I've been on some other topics and shit, you know what I'm saying, about a lot of this old fuck shit, you know what I'm saying, about how these young niggas doing this and these older niggas, goddamn it, files really kind of like ain't doing shit what they supposed to do, goddamn it, files like time of they street patrols and shit in around here, man, but they ain't doing shit. But back on these motherfucking pimp niggas, man, yeah, for sure, man, cause these motherfuckers, man, they really, really, nigga, I ain't going no motherfucking well, nigga, I'm nigga, shit. I'm just goddamn it, files, taking a break from a motherfucker. Tracy Jackson. Oh, what's up? What's up, Pastor? What's up? Well, Kiko, he be doing some other stuff, man. I guess he be on the gram. I see him on the gram one time, and he seen me on there. Then he jumped off and shit, because he was saying some. He was, I caught him in the middle of saying some shit, right? You know what I'm saying, about some pimp shit and about, some shit about, what I'm saying. He one of those fuck with the minor niggas too. He one of them motherfuckers too, pretty much. But he was saying some shit, but then he seen, so you could see when the person on there about a green light, and he seen me on there, so he didn't finish it. He jumped off. So that's the last time I heard of Kiko. I ain't even heard of Kiko pretty much. He be on these other platforms and shit. I guess on he be on these other platforms. I guess I don't know. I ain't seen Dre blocked you, man. Yeah, man, that man ain't talk to that motherfucker, man. They don't give out information like that. You heard? Yeah, man. Ain't no motherfucker gonna get no doctor. Doctor gonna get no information, especially on the phone, man. To nobody about nobody condition, man. Even though, man, you got to be family, and then therefore they gonna make sure you family. You know? Yeah. Yeah, simple. He was cool, man. But I looked at him like, man. I looked at Simple like, man, by he come from a church family. He was the type the way as if, man, he laugh and joke about a lot of things, but I never seen him like on a serious mode, like, want to get in the nigga ass, you know what I'm saying? Or angry like that. He was more like joke with you, joke at a motherfucker. Cause we had some, dialogue before, pretty much, and like I said, I mean, he was cool, pretty much, could I understand his ideology, of, his playfulness, you know what I'm saying? Even though he did get them if I was, serve some pimping, you know what I'm saying? And as well as he got caught up, he did fuck with a minor as well, you know what I'm saying? But, he used to dig into the motherfucking dictionary and he'd come up with words because you could tell motherfucker come up with words and then he'll start laughing because they be so fascinated because, you know what I'm saying, the way he put his words together, you know? And people be like, man, you know, oh, he's smart, he educated. Man, anybody can do it, man. A baby can do it if you put him up to it. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is lay that files and you ain't got to study this shit. All you got to do is just kind of like open the book, you know what I'm saying? And then know the definition, know how to put the shit in the sentence, you know? But, yeah, man, yeah, he pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, very well missed, you know what I'm saying? Very well missed. I mean, he was cool because he's from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know, I didn't know him, you know. But, you know, he has been these other niggas too, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, he couldn't fuck with me on no level as far as man being real, I'm talking about real, authentic, you know what I'm saying? All that old play shit, nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's a time and a place for that, nigga. I ain't, you know, with all that jokey and all that shit, nigga. I'm gonna tell you, goddamn it, file some real shit, nigga, like I tell these other niggas, prove me wrong, man. Fuck this shit, prove me wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no goddamn files, man. You know, acting like these niggas want to be pimps and being investigated and shit, and you know what I'm saying, and telling and working with the police, all these motherfuckers shit. You know. Yeah, man, it been an hour now. You know, it's like, man, let me go and kind of slide out, man. But hey, man, AG Frank, man, I'm gonna holler at you the next time. I have my phone, goddamn it, with a number and shit. I just goddamn it was just rushing and shit, and I was like, damn, cause this phone here, this just a phone that I record on, but I got another phone with another number. So man, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, Self Sanders, you know what I'm saying? Man, famous Dex, you did, Carolina Black, Chief Frank, you know what I'm saying? Man, everybody, man, you know what I mean? Pretty much, man. Y'all know who y'all is, man. Glad to hear from y'all, man. Glad to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tuned in and tapped in and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Files, man. But if you got something specific you want me to dig into, man, to kind of run across the flow or something you did, goddamn it, put it on the table, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let them make it able, goddamn it, the way that motherfucker, goddamn it, files, man. You know, hey, I'm gonna write that mother, I'm gonna make that shit appear, goddamn it, files, man. You know, in real live time, man. Files, man. Uh, to show, goddamn it, files, man, to pick the story apart, cause motherfuckers be saying shit and it ain't true. You did so. They never think that I go back and dig shit up, just like how Ken did. You know what I'm saying? I went and go pull shit and I put it, goddamn it, files, man, you know, on screen. Hey, so in the meantime, let me get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Holla at y'all. Peace out. For sure.